He's exceptional.
When you are playing
Good afternoon, I'm Joseph Glanville and this is your midday sporting update. Southampton have parted ways with Vice-Chairman Les Reed in a bid to change their fortunes this season. Mark Hughes' team have won only once this season and sit 16th in the Premier League. This is what some Saints fans had to say.
Unfortunately, the way it goes nowadays is, they get sacked very easily.
If we lose this weekend, then I reckon he'll be gone by Sunday morning.
We've been playing terribly all season, he's got to go.
I don't believe it'll be long.
I think he's quite a solid manager. I think he knows what he's doing. I don't think he'll go.
It's awful. I'm just sick of Mark Hughes, he's got to go.
He's done out here. He ruined Stoke like last year and I think he has to go.
Saints have not been up to the good starts, I think. I think the manager will probably have to go there, really.
Arsenal progressed to the last 32 in the Europa League last night, but the result came at a cost for the Gunners. Forward Danny Welbeck was stretchered off with an ankle injury in the 0-0 draw to Sporting Lisbon. Arsenal manager Unai Emery says he's concerned with the severity of the injury.
when you are playing football, when you are playing with the competitive matches, can happen. He's in the hospital, and the news is at the moment we are going to wait who is this injury, but we think it's a serious injury.
Elsewhere in the competition, Chelsea secured their place in the knockout stages with a 1-0 win away to Bate Borisov. Celtic kept their hopes of reaching the last 32 alive with a 2-1 home victory against RB Leipzig in Group B. As for Rangers, they failed to secure a memorable result in Russia as Spartak Moscow came from behind to win 4-3. Women's football now, and it was debut delight for England's Chioma Obagargu and Georgia Stanway. The Lionesses duo scored in the 3-0 victory against Austria last night in Vienna, along with a late strike from Rachel Daly. Phil Neville's side have now just lost one of their last 11 matches this year. Over to rugby union, and England boss Eddie Jones believes fly half Owen Farrell needs more protection from referees ahead of Saturday's match against New Zealand. Jones describes Farrell as a warrior but insists that he doesn't get the same treatment as other players in his position, such as Ireland's Johnny Sexton. England host the All Blacks at Twickenham on the back of a slender 12-11 win against South Africa last Saturday. Breaking news to bring you as Catherine Brunt has been ruled out of the Women's T20 World Cup in the West Indies. The tournament is due to start today, but Brunt will return home due to a long-standing back problem. England will miss their star all-rounder with Fran Wilson replacing the veteran. There's another title up for grabs at this weekend's Brazilian Grand Prix. Mercedes will seal the Constructors' Championship if they finish 12 points better off than Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton won his 5th world title at the last race in Mexico ahead of the penultimate Grand Prix of the season. F1 fans will get the chance to see how their drivers are shaping up with the first practice set to begin in the next hour. And finally, Tony Bellew faces Alexander Usyk at the Manchester Arena tomorrow night with 4 titles on the line. Bellew can become the first Brit to hold 4 cruiserweight titles as he vies for the IBF, WBO, WBA and WBC. The Liverpudlian says he's the underdog ahead of the fight though.
He's exceptional at what he does. He's brilliant. He's a world-class fighter, elite level performer. This guy's done something that no one in the history of boxing has ever done before. He's won every single thing he could as an amateur boxer. He's now won every single belt he could have possibly won so far as a professional. It's unheard of.
And England have secured the Test Match Series victory over Sri Lanka just in the last hour. That's all for us from now. Stay tuned for our next bulletin at 1 o'clock.